Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this session, we are going to learn about the plant tissues. What is a tissue? Tissue is a group of similar cells performing a specific function. Most of the plants and animals possess the tissue system. For example, the human body is made up of the epithelial tissue covering the skin. The muscular tissue is made up of the muscle cells, which by the contraction helps in the body movement. In plants, the conducting tissue conducts water upwards from the roots to the aerial parts and the food prepared from the leaves to the lower parts. Plant tissues are basically of two types, the meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue or meristem. The cells in this tissue can multiply to produce the new cells. These cells have the ability to divide. This tissue is found at the growing parts of a plant, such as the tip of the stems, roots, and branches. It is also present between the bark and the wood of the trees, where it leads to the growth in the diameter of the stem. Chief characteristics of meristematic tissue. Cells are small. Cells are cubical. Cell wall is thin. Nuclei are large. Vacuoles are almost absent. Cells are tightly packed with no intercellular spaces. Cells are capable to divide to add new cells to the plant. Thus, new cells produced are transformed into mature permanent tissues. Meristematic tissue is classified into two types, apical or terminal meristem, cambium or lateral meristem. Apical or terminal meristem. This tissue is located near the tips of the roots, stems, and also in the growing parts of the young leaves near the tips of the stems as well as on the tips of the axillary buds. Cambium or lateral meristem. This is situated below the bark and is responsible for the increase in the diameter of the stem. Permanent tissues. Permanent tissues are made up of cells that have lost their ability to divide. They take the permanent shape to perform the permanent function. They are living, the nucleus present, or dead, the nucleus absent. According to the function they performed, they are divided into three types: protective, supporting, and conducting. Protective tissue. Protective tissue, the name itself tells us that the cells in this tissue helpful for protection. These cells have thick walls. These are found on the surface of the roots, stems, and leaves. For example, the epidermis of the leaves secretes a waxy waterproof material. The cork cells in the bark contains another strong waterproof material. Supporting tissue. Supporting tissue are of several types. The most important ones are parenchyma, Collenchyma and Sclerenchyma. Parenchyma. The cells are thin-walled, oval, circular or polygonal in shape. They may contain a single large vacuole. They are found in the soft parts of a plant such as the cortex in the outer region, pith in the central region. They may store food as in potatoes. They provide temporary support to the plant. Collenchyma. Collen means glue. This tissue is made up of cells which are elongated. The cell wall is thickened at the corners. This is found in the leaf stalks and below the epidermis of the stem. This tissue helps to support the parts of a plant. Sclerenchyma. Scleros means hard. It is composed of long, narrow cells which have become dead. These cells may develop thick walls due to the deposition of lignin. This gives strength to the plant parts. It is found in the stems and the veins of the leaves. Conducting tissues. Conducting tissues are also called the vascular tissues, provide the passage of water and dissolved materials to move up and down in the plant. The xylem and the phloem are the two types of conducting tissues. Xylem. Xylem cells are elongated, thick-walled. These cells are somewhat tubular passages. They provide for the upward movement of water and dissolved materials from the soil absorbed by the roots to the other parts of the plant. Older xylem tissue converts into wood and does not participate in transport. We can determine the age of a tree by counting the annual rings, which are actually the xylem rings. The xylem tissue consists of tracheids, xylem vessels and Xylem Parenchyma. Phloem. Phloem provides the passage of downward movement of food manufactured in the leaves to other parts of the plant. Phloem is made up of sieve tubes, companion cells, Phloem Parenchyma and Phloem Fibres. Hope you understood about plant tissues. If you like the video, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.